Like, why do I look like a Halloween flavoured marshmallow? I need to sip this before I start because my asthma's going crazy lately. So let me sip this. Hello fellow yarn lovers, I've been shopping. Right, so what I have here, it's currently October 13th. I bought this back in the summer because I travelled up to Scotland, which was so much fun, like absolutely adore going up to Scotland. And I travelled really far north. I went up to Aberdeen. So I had previously, before I went up to Aberdeen, I had bought about 6 skeins of this Halloween stuff because I was like, I'm going to wear something Halloweeny for work, like throughout that week at work, and that'll be fun. And plus, you know, it's going to last me forever because, you know, I'm pretty good at making stuff. So yeah, it's going to last me forever, hopefully, unless the moths get it, but it's acrylic, so moths probably won't eat this. So I've got 6 of these. And then I went in Aberdeen to a shop called Wool for You. I'll insert footage of me going to the shop Wool for You. It's somewhere on here. Actually, I'll spin you back in time so you can just check out me like having a look through Wool for You. It was fabulous. Like, it was like effing fabulous, this shop. Top tier yarn shop. Anyway, so I purchased this from Wool for You to go with this. I also got some black. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. That can just kind of fit in with all the blacks I've got. Another one of these. So I have 2 because I felt like they kind of matched it. I was in Hobbycraft. I was passing through random Hobbycraft, so I managed to get one of these, which is actually a little bit brighter. So there's that. I also got a pony 5mm, so I'm going to give this a go. I don't know if I'm going to have to like put it into a beauty blender because I noticed that my hands, like not all the time, but like my hook hand can get a bit crampy. I don't know if it's because I'm dehydrated, but hook hand can be a bit crampy. And then wool holdy hand can get a bit crampy as well. So I don't know if I'm going to stick it in some beauty blenders, or, here's a good idea, I seen somebody on TikTok who had like a pen mould and they used epoxy resin on these to create like a fatter hook. So I might try that because in one of these drawers my ADHD made me buy some epoxy resin and a ton of glitter, so I have that, so I could try doing that. So when I got back from Scotland, I decided that I wanted to try and make a hexagon cardigan with this Halloween yarn. And this is 1 skein. Obviously this is not my size because it takes a hell of a lot more than 1 skein to make something for me. It was working up nice, not gonna lie. This yarn was like confusing as to where I could put my stitches at first. So I really had to concentrate when I was working with it. It's quite thin, it's more like a 4-ply than a DK. And I do really like the way that it drapes, but I don't want, it's nice and stretchy as well. I don't actually want to make a Halloween hexagon cardigan because, I mean, I've got a Tinkerbell and a Barbie here. I think I have enough hexagons for the minute, and I'm halfway through another hexagon cardigan, which involves this wonderful stuff here. I've currently used 2 balls of it because it's a yarn eating pattern that I'm doing with it. But I want to finish this first because there is no way in hell I can finish this pattern before Halloween. So I want to get Halloween things sorted. What I might do then is I'm going to frog this, but I'm going to frog it as I'm working because I've just watched a video by AC Crochets. I'll link it below. She made a crochet hoodie for our little boy and it inspired me. So I'm not going to make the same hoodie for myself, but it inspired me to make like a hoodie or maybe a jumper. I'm not sure. I could put a hood on it. I'll see like what's left at the end. So I'm going to research a bit more on patterns and videos for jumpers because there's like a ton of them. So this video is not going to be me doing a tutorial, it's going to be me like vlogging how on earth I made a Halloween jumper. So I don't actually have any idea what I'm doing. I'm not going to buy a pattern because I can't be bothered to learn how to read it. So I guess I'm going to wing it. One thing I did really like, which I've just learned from Agnes's video, was slip stitch ribbing. So I've never tried this, so I really want to try slip stitch ribbon. I just don't know if I'm going to have enough ribbing to crochet a ribbing for my fat ass. So hopefully I do, because I've got 2 of these. And then, I don't know, this is a really different shade. if you look at them closely. It's like, it's not like when I did the green thing on Tinkerbell cardigan. These are actually different shades. I mean, I think Delta Wool Shop does this as well, so maybe I could dodge along to Delta Wool Shop and get another one of these if I needed. Wow, the sun just came out. Can you see? Let me just close these. The sun just came out. So yeah, I'm going to start some slip stitch ribbon. So that's why I'm going to link Agnes's tutorial below if you want to see how slip stitch ribbon was done, because it's the first time I've seen how it's done. And yeah, let's make some ribbon. And then I'm going to kind of frog this as I go. So like as I use up this side of the yarn here to start my new project, it will frog this like that, okay? And then I've got another like 5 of these. So hopefully that's enough for like, it's probably just going to end up being a jumper. But yeah, that's I'll have another look through YouTube at some videos and just see if I can recreate something, because I don't want to do, well actually, I was going to say I don't want to do granny stitch, but it doesn't end up looking that holy. So if I was to wear it, you can see it's not that holy, to be honest. Maybe granny stitch would work. Maybe I could do, I don't know if you can see my scarves up there. So the purple scarf tutorial I did, I could just kind of follow that and just make a rectangle for the front, a rectangle for the back, and then like 2 rectangles for the sleeves, and then sew them all together. And then I might do a bit of ribbon with this for the neck. I could do slip stitch ribbon for the neck as well. And then slip stitch ribbon for the bottom, and then slip stitch ribbon for the sleeves. I don't think I'm going to need this, although I could make it stripy. That would be really interesting. But the only thing is that these are 2 different thicknesses. I have no idea how this is going to pan out. It's going to be good though. So yeah, I don't think I need to go to the shops. So, although I do love going to the shops. So I'm going to just get cracking. I'm going to make my slip stitch ribbon, and I will check back in with you once I've made some slip stitch ribbing. Okay, I just realised we need to plan how to do this ribbing. So I kind of want this jumper to be, you can't really see because I can't go any, oh, I can go further back. So I kind of want the jumper to go here. So hang on, let's measure like here. So I think, oh my God, I've been eating too much pizza. Around here. So that is about, it's about 30, no I'm joking. It's about 48 inches where I kind of want the jumper to sit, okay? Because I don't want a crop jumper, because we don't do crop jumpers here. So around here is fine. So if it's 48, I think that like ribbon is really stretchy, and this seems like it'll have a good bit of give to it. So if I've got 48, which is you know, slightly embarrassing, but also, you know, that's me. Maybe if I do my ribbon 46 inches. Oh my God, that's so long. That's going to take forever. Okay. Tell you what, I'll half that. Let's do 20. So we'll do, it's not 48, like I measure 48. I have to make 46. So let's do 23 and then another 23, and we'll see how that looks. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, 23 and 23. So where's that? That's here. Okay, and that's doable. That doesn't seem so daunting. Right, let's try that, and I will show you what it looks like. Alright, I just got back from Delta Wool Shop and got a bit of a haul here. So I went in for like one thing, which was just the orange yarn, which I got, by the way. It's not in the same dye batch, but it's fine, I don't really care. It looks pretty much identical to what I had. Yeah, like you can't tell, different dye batches, pretty much exactly the same colour. So that's fine. So now I have enough to make the ribbing for this Halloween jumper. And then while I was in there, because like my brain has about a million different tabs in it, I was looking at the plushy yarns. Like, so this is Yummy by King Cole. Oh my God, that is just, oh, I've not owned any of this before. And oh my God, I just thought if I had a scarf made of this for when it's really cold, oh yes, oh, it smells like wool shop. It just feels like, oh, it's just so nice. I mean, this is pretty soft, and like Stylecraft is pretty soft. I've got a wool here that's got tweed in it, which is about as soft as like a builder's arse. But like this, oh my God, yes. So I thought I'll get 2 colours, and I'm going to make myself a nice like solid stitched scarf, which is probably just going to be like moss stitch or like Suzette stitch or lemon peel stitch, something that's not gappy with no holes. So I'm going to do that. I'll make that into a separate video, but yeah, this is just, oh, it's so beautiful. And then I thought, because yeah, I'm making a Halloween jumper, but I also want like a hoodie, like a crocheted hoodie. So I've got this where is it? There. I've got this turquoise Aran up here, which is like a 5 or a 6 weight, I don't know how you'd call it, but you'd basically use a 6mm hook for that. And then I've got a pink one, which is kind of, you can't really see, it's behind, it's between this and this. It's like up here, this one. So I'm going to do a cream and pink striped hoodie for myself. Have no idea how I'll do it, but I bought 4 skeins of cream Aran to go with the pink that's hiding in the middle of there. This is an Aldi one from last year, which I've not used. So yeah, or I could use the blue. I could make myself a blue and white or a pink and white hoodie. Probably pink, because yeah, we love pink. So yeah, I will deal with this scarfness. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I will deal with that in another video. So this can be I'll put it there. It's going to go into the stash. Right, I'm going to do the ribbon now. I know I said I was going to do before, but I'm going to do the ribbing now, and I will check back in with you once I've done 23 inches of ribbing for either the front or the back panel. Okay, no word of a lie. I've literally been sat here for 20 minutes trying to do slip stitch ribbing. And it's annoying me so much. Like, it's too fiddly. Sorry, Agnes, but as much as I was inspired, I am not going to do slip stitch ribbon. I think I'm going to do either half double crochet ribbon, or I'm just going to do single crochet ribbon for the bottom of this, because I'm not sitting here cramping my hand up and doing that for like 46 inches. So let's start again. My chain is going to be like maybe 15, which will give me 14. Well, I just lost count there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, nice and loose. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No point in working into the back bump of this, because like it's going to be joined at the side to the other like panel of ribbon that I do. So yeah, I'm just going to do single crochet ribbon. I'm not going to be bothered with that slip stitch malarkey, because my hands did not like that at all. So yeah, I'll be back with a check-in once I'm kind of underway with this. Okay, I don't have my big lights on. I've just been sat here watching Michelle Jisic. I think that's how you say her surname. Anyway, I love watching her. So I was just doing my ribbing, which is approximately now. Let me just get my tape measure. I always measure like this, so I just hold it and let it just fall gracefully. And I'm currently at about 21. So I got to 21, and then let me just stand up and show you with my tummy. So this is where this top goes. I want my jumper to be like here, like just below where my hips are. And I figured that is like, I mean, it could stretch around to my ass, but that kind of goes where I want it. I don't think I want it more baggy. I'm not sure if I should do, hang on, where's the tape measure? Let me just get this. I might definitely, like, if I was to go there to there, yeah, it's about 23-ish. I don't know, I've never made a jumper. Brainwave. I'm gonna go and, hang on, where's my hoodie? Yes, hoodie. Right, if I was to look at half of this hoodie, how big is it? Why didn't I think of this before? Well, how did they make this hoodie? Alright, there we go. Right, so this is my hoodie. Oh yeah, that's massive. Right, so if I measure this, it goes... Okay, so this thing's like... This is 25 inches across, this one. So yes, I will do my ribbon up until 23, and then it'll have extra stretch to it. Why didn't I think of that before? Such a dunce. Anyway, 2 more inches I will do, and then what I might do is start making like the one for the other side. So this is either front or back. The next one will either be front or back. I'm getting out of breath because my asthma has been playing up. Oh, on another note, I got a pink inhaler, so pleased with that. Instead of the blue one, I like pink, which is evident by the Barbie cardigan. So yes, 2 more inches on this. I'm going to make another panel, because this was probably like maybe an hour-ish, maybe just over an hour to make. and I like the way that it looks against this yarn. It looks pretty good, so I am pleased with this. As soon as I've finished making the panels, I'm gonna like do a line of single crochet into like the top of one of the sides, and then I will probably do some increases in my, probably in the row I do into here, I'll do some increases, probably an increase like one every 3 or 4 stitches, because I do want it looking kind of baggy. I think that I might have to increase like when I work with this up to like here, because obviously I am larger than most people, so I'm gonna have to like do some increases around the bosom when I get onto the front panel, and then I don't know, unless it will be stretchy. Hang on, can this stretch over my bosom? I don't want the holes to look massive over my boo-boos. Maybe I'll just make the whole thing like really massive. I don't know. It's a total wing it, not following a pattern, not going to write a pattern, not going to do a tutorial, just taking you along for the ride. So anyway, I've waffled enough. Let me add 2 extra inches onto this, and then I'm going to make another one. Right, it's been about like 30 minutes since I last updated, and now I was like, I'm going to make 2 ribbings, 2 orange ribbons. Well, I got impatient, and then I cracked open one of these. There was so much yarn bath that it took me ages to untangle it all, so I just rolled it up in my roller right there. It looks really cool like this. I mean, I've not got my big lights on, but like it looks so good. And like this is sparkly as well, so I'm like, oh my god. But this is how this is looking. So onto the ribbon. So I did my first row of single crochet. I did a stitch into each row of the ribbing, and then every 6th stitch I did an increase. So I went like single, 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 and then 2 singles in that one, single, 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 2 singles in the next, in that one. So there was like, there's 84 rows here, I think I can't remember now. And it ended up like just the way I wanted it, which I was so happy with. And then after I did the increase row was the first one, then I did another row of single crochet just into every single stitch I just made on the first row. And then I started doing, so on the 3rd row, I went into every single, you can't see because it's black yarn, but I basically went into every single, I went 3 stitches, so I went double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, chained 1, skipped that one, and then double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. So there was like granny stitch gaps in there. So it was like, can you see here? There was 1, 2, 3, skipped this with a chain, and then double, 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 skip with a chain, double, 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 and that was like the 3rd row. And all I'm doing now is exactly the same as I did for the purple scarf tutorial that I did. And this is just basically going to work up in granny stitches, because I really liked the granny stitches of my like hexagon I was attempting. So yeah, I said I was going to work from this, and I was like, I'll leave that to last because I like it. But yeah, so I'm really, really pleased. I mean, things could go south, I don't know, but like so far, if I just like make a big loop and then just take it off my hook for a second, and all this is being done with a 4mm. So yeah, but if I do this and show you, so let me just take a step back. My top has rolled up, so if I take a step back, so my jumper, if this is the front of the back, it stretches, which I'm happy with, and over time, and with washing as well, I'm going to hand wash it because it's like a sparkly yarn, but over time it probably will get a lot looser, and that's what I want. So now I think this will be the back panel, so I'm just going to do it so that it comes straight up to here. So the back panel will just be like a pure like rectangle, and then I'm going to do exactly the same thing for the front panel. But then when it gets to about like here, like I've never made one of these before, but when it gets to about here, like about, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 inches from the top, I'll start doing it so that you only just do a little bit here, just like this top is kind of. So it'll stop at this row, and then I'll just do like 2 extra bits, and they'll just go up, and then so the front will kind of look like vest shaped almost. So it'll like be like 2 pieces, and then they'll join the rest of the rectangle, and there's the ribbing at the bottom. Hopefully you know what I mean. I'm going to show you anyway, because I'm like vlogging this whole thing. Oh my god, this is so squishy, I love it. Just pushing it down, it's like proper squishy, getting distracted. But yeah, so I'll just keep updating you as I go along. and like I'm just proper in love with this, and I really hope that it turns out like exactly the way that I wanted to, because I love this yarn. It's so good. I've never worked with like skinny yarn. It's more like a 4-ply, this one, and like the drape of it is just like so nice. It's like, because I always make things like this which are heavy, and don't get me wrong, I love these, but like this one, like it just feels so nice. And just a reminder, it was the Glitz double knitting by King Cole, and they have like, let me just put my hair back, they have Christmas shades. I think I have a Christmas shade somewhere, I don't know where it is. I think that when I made the Tinkerbell wings, maybe the Tinkerbell sparkly blue wings colour I used was the same thing. Maybe, I don't know. Anywho, in future, like I will be using this King Cole Glitz again, because like it's, you might think that it's gonna feel scratchy because of this, like this glitter stuff in it, but like it really isn't. It's really nice. So yeah, let me just keep working on this. It's probably not going to take too long, because if it's going to be, I mean, if you saw my scarf video, I literally made that scarf in a matter of hours. So hopefully this is going to work up really quick, and I will have some kind of Halloween-y type jumper in like, I don't know, a matter of days, matter of hours, matter of days. Yes. Anyway, off I go onto row number, like technically 1, 2, 3, 4. This is row number 5 of the Glitz yarn. So yeah, I'll update you in a little bit. Don't walk on my jumpers, cheeky cat. Anyway, right, this is how far I've got. Excuse, like, this jumper, this is my favourite jumper. I've got no nails on, ignore that too. Right, so this is my favourite jumper. This jumper is a size 22, I believe, because it's just, like, amazing. Yes, this is not the Chloe show. We are filming about the jumper. So I'm guessing that, like, this is probably going to be, like, 18-ish, like 16, 18 size, which is fine. I mean, it's pretty stretchy. So, woman, who are you meowing at? Anyway, I need to do, like, approximately, like, so I need maybe, like, up to here. So that's, like, I don't know, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know, maybe, like, 10 or 12 more rows, because I want it to be nice and long, because if I'm wearing leggings, I want my bum covered. But that's how it's going so far. What on earth have I done there? Please tell me that I haven't decreased. Oh, increases, right. So I did do some increases. I've put stitch markers where I did them. I've only increased twice on this. Maybe I should have increased some more, but I mean, what's done is done by this point, and I'm not frogging that. So for my increases, all I did, let me just turn it over. So for my increases, I chained 2 double crochets, and then did a chain 1 in between, and then 2 double crochets. So then on the next round above that, which is like this guy here, so then that made an extra stitch across the row. Please ignore my nails, because I need to stick some fake nails on. So yeah, so I increased on that row, which is like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 row up, and then I did an increase again 2 rows later. So I increased on the like 6th and 8th rows. I did it like pretty much in the same place on both rows. So like this is the back panel. I'm gonna do the front panel, and then for my front panel, like you see how this has got like a dippy neck at the front. I'm probably gonna just do like a few rows up there for the front, stop here, and then a few rows there, so then I can put a nice neck on. So that's how far we've got. I'm gonna check back in once I finish this panel, and I'm starting the front panel because this is the back. Right, a quick update. Where is it? I just bundled it and brought it upstairs to give you an update before I like get carried away and like do too much. So this is the first side, this is the back panel, so that's all done. I mean, I think it's done. I might need to add a couple more rows on it, but I'm not sure. I'll wait till I've done the front panel. And then the front panel, let me just take my hook out, which is getting tangled with everything. So the front panel is here, tangled up because I've ran up the stairs with it. So the front panel, I've only done like a few. So this panel here, I did 2 increases on it, just 2, because I figured that would be okay. Now this panel, because obviously, you know, we have boo-boos, I've done 3 increases so far. I think I might need to do maybe 1 or 2 more just on the way up, because if I stand up, then this is going to be down here-ish. Kind of goes to there already, so I think I might just need to do a couple more. By the way, this jumper I got in Sainsbury's. I was looking around for like pink yarns to use to make myself like a massive jumper. And I think I've just put vibes into the universe that I want a pink and white creamy jumper. And the universe was like, here you go. Because we went into Sainsbury's yesterday. And the Sainsbury's, it's about 10-15 miles away from me, this one. And this jumper was reduced. It was reduced down to 11. And when I got to the till, it was £6.60. And I was like, oh my God. So yeah, if you want one of these in Sainsbury's, like get there ASAP, because this was the last one in my Sainsbury's, but it's really soft. But I'm still going to make myself like a pink and white hoodie at some point, because I've got, look at all these, like I need to use this so I can buy more. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, I've just unravelled a piece there, but I'm going to probably put in 2 more increases, and then I'm going to nip them together once I've done that, and I'll show you what that looks like once I've got this one worked up. And then yeah, I've got some sandwich bag clips which I've just bought, which will help me do that. So I'll see you in 2 minutes when I've done that. Okay, it's Monday, I've showered, my hair is in a bun. So I've just spent the last like 45 minutes. I was watching Crystal from Bag Day Crochet open a time capsule, so I was totally like engorged in the video. And I seem to have made a effing boo-boo. So on here, I don't know if you can show you, hang on, let me hold it up there. So on here, instead of crocheting into the middle of this little space here, I've totally skipped it. So I've ended up doing an unintentional effing decrease. And how many? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it was like 8 rows back. So I'm going to have to frog the entire 8 rows and then do it again. I mean, it's only like 40 minutes work, but it's 40 minutes. I could have done another 8 rows. So I'm going to frog this and I'm going to redo it. But yeah, pay attention to your work, people, because mistakes happen.
I have the right side of my stitches facing me. I
There.
just did 3 doubles there. I'm going to come right over here to two space right here.
It looks like a pumpkin vomited on my chair. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, here's an update. I I increased the front a lot more to accommodate parts of me that need accommodating. So like the back panel ended up being 27 like granny clusters wide. There's the back. And then the front panel was like 33 wide. So what I'd done was as well, I did 4 rows. So these in total are like 53 rows plus like ribbing at the bottom. I feel like I'm like Fred Flintstone or something at the minute. So yeah, there's the 53 rows long. When I got to like these bits, see I've got stitch markers. Since the front was 33, I just counted in 11, left 11 here. And then I just kind of like went, and I don't even know what I did. I just knew that I needed to decrease. So like, I can't even explain what I did. I mean, this is not a tutorial, but I've probably done it wrong. But I know that I'm going to be like putting a ribbed collar on here. This is going to look horrible. So I'm going to like put a collar here because I know it looks messy. But yeah, so I just like stitched from the side going in. So I know that at the back there's less stitches available than here. But I mean, that's fine. It might actually make for a better collar. I mean, it actually seems to be lying really nice. Like this is totally winged, unplanned, and there wasn't even a tutorial for this. I just winging it. I think I probably should have made the back like a bit more wide, but I don't know. Anyway, my asthma's going crazy. So what I'm going to do now is I want to do the arms. So my favourite jumpers have like really bat wingy, because I like wearing jumpers in a size 22. I just like to have things oversized. Hello Tinkerbell. So I think I'm going to have my arms like starting from here, so it's like super baggy. So I'm going to get some stitch markers, and then I'm going to have it so like, just sort myself out. I'm going to have it so it's just like flat, and I'm going to just literally work my sleeves. Hello. I'm going to have my sleeves just like from here to here, just pure granny clusters. I might decrease them as I go. I don't even know how to properly decrease granny clusters, although I did kind of learn how you do it, because there's a few places, there's so many mistakes in this. There's a few places like here where I have, instead of putting like 3 stitches into the cluster here, I've just put one and it seems to have like decreased that side a little bit, so maybe I could just do that, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of going well. I've like, all I did was just turn it so like the outsides were facing in, and then I just single crocheted it. So yeah, so much to do. Anyway, right, I'm gonna go and do the sleeves, and once I've done the sleeves I'm gonna like sew, so when it's on I'll sew like from the arm and then down the side, and it'll be nearly done, and then I can put a ribbing on it. But yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, right, it's currently like a week and a half away from Halloween. This is how far I've got. Let me just put it on for you. So I have done the back and the front panels. I have single crocheted them together. And then I've done the sleeves. I didn't sew the sleeves on. I just kind of went on with the granny stitches on the sleeves. I'll just leave my hair inside here for now. I need to add a collar, so that's why that looks wide. Let me just get these to the right place. So this is currently what I'm working with. I did decrease the sleeves slightly. So on here, instead of doing like a full granny cluster, I just like did one stitch instead of a granny cluster and then continued up. So I need to sew these together now and then add the cuffs. I think it's going to be quite wide on here. So I'm just going to use the same technique that I use for like reducing sleeves on like Barbie, or here's Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell's over here. So I'm just going to use the same decrease method that I have in those videos, because it is pretty wide. Honestly, this stuff, it drapes lovely, but it just kind of feels like a really thin like type sock yarn. And I feel like if I'd done this with something like a DK weight, or like like this that I was playing with before, it's like, honestly, it's like, oh, it's like dreamy noodles, this. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. So I did 35 rows on there, by the way. So that's 35 rows along, just to fit my arm. You might have shorter arms, you might have longer arms, but that's where we're at. So yeah, I'm gonna stitch them up, and then I'm gonna decrease the circumference of the sleeves using my slip-in stitch, and then I'm going to put on the ribbon cuffs, just front loop, back loop, in the orange colour. Here it is, this little one here. I've got a couple more, and then I don't think I need to decrease around the neckline. I think it's alright. I think I just need to go in with a single crochet, and then I might just do back loop, front loop for that, but I'll see what it looks like. Anyway, I will meet back up with you once I've put some cuffs on these. Okay, I've sewn the sides up, so this is how it's looking. I think I look a bit like a Teletubby at the moment. I think it's a good thing I increased it here because it needed it. So yeah, the sleeves are like wizard sleeves at the moment, so it's time to do my skip and slip and reduce these down and get a cuff on. And I'm going to single crochet round, and I might just do like a normal ribbon on this, I'm not sure, but I'll show you when it's done, because right now I think I don't like it at the minute. Let's frog the sleeve because it looked absolutely disgusting. I'm definitely going to do back loop, front loop, because this ribbing on this sleeve just looked vile. And here it is, the jumper. It turned out better than I expected. It's about a 5.5 out of 10. I'll give it that, but it's not bad. See from the back, it's covering the bum. It's kind of emphasising the tum, but whatever. It's kind of baggy there. Good job I gave myself some extra room here because yeah, we needed that. The sleeves, I did kind of try and decrease the sleeves, so the neck's lying nicely, but yeah, for my first jumper, let me just get rid of this. For my first jumper that I've ever made, it's like it's pretty good. I wouldn't buy this if I tried it on in the shop, but I mean, you know, I made this. It's something. But yeah, I do like the yarn though. The yarn is really nice. It drapes nicely. I could potentially frog this and, you know, make something else. It's okay. I see it at certain angles and I'm like, yeah, it's okay. And then I see it at other angles and I'm like, I just look like a giant Halloween flavoured marshmallow. This is definitely one to wear in the house, but I mean, positives I'll take away. I like how I did the neckline. The sleeves definitely work better in back loop, front loop ribbon. This is way more stretchy than I thought it was going to be, which I'm so pleased with. But overall, it just looks like I'm a marshmallow. I've got lost in the jumper. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for sticking around. Please consider subscribing. I do have Instagram and TikTok, and I'm kind of floating around in Facebook groups to do with crochet, but if you want to go and hop over to Instagram or TikTok and give me a follow, that would be appreciated. But I do most of my stuff here on YouTube. And if you want to see me mess up other things like jumpers, I actually make really good cardigans though. So let me just, if you haven't seen the video with Tinkerbell, then go and check that out. That was my last video. Yeah, what can I say? 5 out of 10, 5.5 out of 10 for this. But yeah, happy Halloween, and I will see you in the next one. I would just like to say that I have been really, really ill the past few days, and I wanted to get this out way sooner than it's gone out. What the...